Hi, I'm Morgan Davis, Associate Editor at Nexchange, and we're here today at Singularity University's Exponential Finance Conference, asking attendees what book they would recommend to our readers.
I would recommend reading Bold by Peter Diamandis. I think it's probably a really good blueprint that gives entrepreneurs a really, really good idea of how you can go from idea to raising capital to building $1 billion business in probably less than a decade. And I think it's something that's really brings $1 billion of value to readers.
I would very much recommend a book by Daniel Kahneman, who is a Nobel Prize winner, called Thinking Fast and Slow. That explains how the mind is able to cope with different challenges, in particular at a time where exponential replaces linear in the dynamics.
One of my favorite books is Business Model Generation, which is a book on how do you break a business down into its component parts. It applies to almost any kind of business. It's a very straightforward book, and you can look at almost any business and understand its moving parts and what it depends on. I'd highly recommend people read that.
And I've always liked to recommend The Warren Buffett Way by Robert G. Hagstrom. Doesn't matter if you're a teenager or a seasoned investor, it's always good to reread that one, and I reread it myself. So I buy it, I read it, and then I give it away.
I'm recently read Peter Thiel's 0 to 1. It's a fascinating book in which he's looking at how to build companies, startups that can dominate a very narrow space. And that's what we are trying to do, hopefully.